Dude Buddy Pod, baby. I'm a buddy, he's a dude.
I'm a dude and he's a buddy.
Jarrett Campbell, Danny Martinello coming at ya.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, my friends?
Very nice, Danny. Very
Thank you.
nice.
Duolingo, not sponsored by the show, but I am sponsored by it.
Have you done Duolingo?
Yeah, I did a little bit, actually.
For the
Did
Spanish.
a little Espanol and Italiano, and then I even tried doing Arabic.
How did that go?
Brutal. I canceled it as soon as I started.
Do you think that in Arabic you would have like a similar accent? Because we don't pick up accents in other languages, right? Like, do you think like your Arabic would be like a
Like a Canadian
Habibi,
accent?
Habari?
Yeah. Wallah Habibi. Wallah Habibi. Allah Akbar. Eh, bro.
Oh man, I wonder about that.
Mashallah, eh? I'd still drop A's if I was.
You'd have to, dude. That
Yeah.
I wonder. Okay, do we say A in other fucking? No, because I would
No,
never
it would
say A in German if I'm speaking German.
Well, that's.
No, but I mean just naturally, because A really just gets dropped. Like we just say it. It's such a.
I think I probably would. It would be like when you're listening to someone who speaks Spanish and then they have no Spanish word, or they have a foreign like language, but they don't have like the word, so they have to say it in English.
Right.
Like, you know how they're like.
yeah.
They're like New York Rangers.
Dude, you know what I find? You know what's funny is that when I would go to Germany and I'd speak to like whether it be my cousins or family friends or whatever, what always tends to happen anytime you're talking to somebody who's like it's their second language,
Yeah.
you want to speak whatever your second language is to them, and they want to speak their second language to you. So it's me speaking just dog shit German to them, and then them speaking dog shit English back. And after a while, we're like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
don't we just make this easier on ourselves? It's like once you get a certain amount of beers in, everybody's just like, let's just go back.
Do you ever have it where like you like this person doesn't know English or you don't know their language, so then you just like I had it one time when I was in Poland. I was like trying to talk to this person while we were at this museum or whatever, having like drinks. It was like a gathering that I had with my girlfriend at the time, and so I'm like meeting this guy, but he didn't know English. I didn't know Polish, so we just started communicating with like hand gestures and like head nods, and like we'd point at something and then say a little something.
Yeah, of course.
In our own language.
Well,
and
there's
then
universal things, right? We
Yeah.
all understand gestures and.
But then he would say something to me in Polish, and I'd say something back to him in English, and
Yeah.
then we'd be like,
Was it your ex-girlfriend was Polish?
Yeah, she was.
Did she smell like pierogies?
No, she smelled like a regular human being.
Very literal.
No, but it was like a fun time. But I think I would just like I would still drop A in it. I'd probably go back and
I
forth.
think you
from,
got it,
like,
man.
English to it'd be not like Spanglish. It would almost be like
Spanglish. That was a bad
Spangladang.
movie, right?
something like that. I never even watched it. It was an Adam Sandler one. I know
It was an Adam Sandler
Yeah,
movie.
I didn't watch it.
Mm.
I said, no, senor.
No,
senor,
I think you should
DVD,
get- I
no.
think you should get Duolingo back.
Duolingo?
I think we should get you cracking a Duolingo of Spanish on the pod every week.
A Spanish to Duolingo?
Yeah,
I could. Next one we'll do it. I don't got the time and energy.
Have you ever been to
download it,
Spain?
right? No. The only places in Europe that I've been are Italy, Ireland, Scotland, and Poland.
I was in Spain.
And the Frankfurt airport getting a little pretzel.
Frankfurt. That's where I fly into when I go see my family in
And
the
the
fatherland.
Lufthansa.
I was in Spain one time. It was me and two friends of mine. We went. It was between I want to say first and second year college, and we went there. We were 19 years old, and I just never forget being in waiting in line. We were having a cigarette, and dude wearing like deep fucking V-necks at that time.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Which by the way wasn't just because we were in Europe. Like that was happening at that time.
That was the
here.
thing. Was the deep?
Were you rocking
deep
a
V-neck.
deep V?
I had a deep V, dude. I used to be a pretty big prep kid, where it was like I spent all my money on like diesel jeans, energy jeans,
Well, upper middle class.
JNL or Jay Lindenberg, energy.
Oh, I was a little different. I was wearing fucking like Snake Eyes.
Yeah. I was wearing Hurley shirts.
Randy
Yeah,
River.
yeah.
Did you guys have Randy River and
yeah,
Stitches?
but we just called with Randy River. He was the guy that chilled by the ravine, just trying to fish.
Randy.
Fish trout out of the fucking out of
Vandy
the
River.
North Saskatchewan River, but it's like it looks like a Nesquik chocolate milk mix river.
Oh yeah,
Pull
that's
something
nice.
out of the poop plant there, and
Well, but I was in line and this guy came up to us and he had the tightest pants and this tight shiny shirt on with like I didn't even know how the shirt was on him. Like it was all chest, but there was still a shirt there somehow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he
Just enough garment to cover it up to make it legally a shirt.
I think he wanted like a lighter from one of us. I remember he looked over at the club and he looks back at us. He goes, discoteca, boom, boom. And a big bulge in his tight pants.
Yeah. When he said boom, boom, it pulsed twice.
One of those
Boom,
things,
boom.
it just stuck with me as like it was so fucking Spanish.
He doesn't
like,
even call his penis a penis. It's
boom,
a percussion
boom.
stick.
It's a percussion stick. yeah. It was looking like a triangle in those tight pants. Dude.
Yeah. That's a fucking all-spark right there.
Listen, we got some shit going on. Why don't we check in and
Check in.
get there? Why don't we update people on our mental health right now, Danny?
Check in.
I am feeling. Do you want me to go?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
go. I'll go.
Yeah, you go.
Okay. Right now, sitting beside you on this day,
Yep.
I am 7'5".
Oh, good. That's a regular Jarrett.
I think I was humming at 7. No, regular is about 4.8.
No, you got a
Yeah.
little bit of happiness in you.
Right, it is. Oh, it's in there.
I would love to see, like we keep on commenting on it, but I'd love to see you at a 10. I see spurts of 10s.
10's psychotic though.
Yeah, that's what we want. I want
10's manic.
I want you to come out here, twirl a little bit when you go and get the coffee, and you do a little accentuated twist and dap on and go, today's going to be a great day.
If you see me do
want
an
a bit of
accentuated
flamboyance, yeah.
twist before I grab the coffee, that is the day I've already decided one of us is dying.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going down,
Dude,
the steps like Joker himself, dancing.
If you see me at a full fucking 10, I have accepted that one of us is dying today.
Well,
That is where the true, oh God, because in death there is life, Danny.
In death there is life, and you will not know what freedom is until
But
you
I would
leave your body and have your soul fluttering through the excellence of this world.
See, you know.
I know, dude.
You get it.
I know.
You get it. But I think a 7.5. I think last week I was saying I was kind of around there. I was trying to get up to an 8.5. I think I'm trending the right direction right now.
I think so.
I've hit some real stressful moments though, Dave, where I'm getting stressed and I have to sit back. I have to do that thing where I have to remind myself, only stress about the shit you can control. So I have to
Yes.
take a step back every now and then because I start getting in my fucking head and then I get I start doing that nosedive, right? Well, once it starts, I can like quickly fucking go into a dark place if I don't catch myself.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I have to snap out. And now I'm getting better at catching myself.
Little beaver dive into the fucking deep end.
And sometimes I really think, dude, it's the gym has been the answer in the
Yeah.
afternoon to really like bang out that stress.
Well, let me tell you this, big boy.
Look at that
Danny's
fucking
letting
boiler.
himself go.
You look like you're aging whiskey in your fucking belly
Let me
right
tell
now.
you this, buddy. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I don't like what I see.
Sometimes when you look in the mirror, I don't like what you see.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've let myself go here the last week and a bit. Because I'm enjoying it, and it comes back. It comes in waves.
You look like Thor right now when they found him.
No.
No, that's I'm saying it's still right there.
Yeah.
It's all right there.
No, it will come back. I just need just a week. I don't know. The time with the girlfriend where it took the gains away, and then I just decided because my mom always has a saying where it says, "What's the life of a cat if it can't get fat?" And sometimes you got to become a cat fat to understand it.
I thought your mom's saying was, you got to look for the VLTs that
Yeah,
someone's
yeah.
been playing
Yeah,
all
my
night and
mom's
sit
thing,
down as
yeah.
soon as they get up.
You got to spend money to make money, son. I'm up, but I'm also down, so that means I'm medium.
Now get in the car. Why are you all wet? I've been out here for hours.
Mom, you left me in soccer practice. Yeah, well, they don't got clocks in the
Okay,
casino.
forgive me, Danny. You don't like what you're looking at right now? It's fine. It's just a layer. You
No,
took a
I
few
like
days
it
off.
because it's. I look at it, man, where you got to take the weeks off, or sometimes you take.
You got to take those months off every now and then,
a
dude.
month stretch, but that's okay. We hit a couple beers. I got a little bit of beer belly from it, and it's
Settle down. Settle down.
It's not helping that. Had a nice, lovely late night last night, and then decided to eat some chicken wings, and then move out and get some pizza.
You
We
had
got
one of
2
them New
slices.
York nights, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was a blessing night last night. It was very fun. I enjoyed it, and it wasn't even like one of those like 5 a.m.s where you're like having drinks and shit. You're literally like was just walking around, talking life, and just walking around through New York and stopping by a pizza place here and there, and keeping it going from one spot to another, and just enjoying it. It was pretty cool.
So where are you sitting today?
I would say it's like a unique day in a sense where it's like I'd probably say I'm like a 7.5. I woke up and did another podcast, which was a weird one, but it was super fun. It was nice. So now I'm feeling in a space of like I don't know, weirdness and wackiness and silliness. I have a silliness to me.
That's the sleep deprivation.
Yeah. You
got a show right after this.
I got a show right after this, and then I'm just gonna either bounce around or. My brother finally, man, I was trying to get him to play this game for a while, and then he like bailed on me, and then I bought it, and then I bailed on the game, and then I reinstalled it. Yeah, so I might just come back and like do some runs with him on that. But depending if he's gonna dilly dally or whatever, I think I might just venture out. But I don't know, man. I'd say in all, yeah, I'm with you on a 7.5.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nothing too high, nothing too low. Just the way we like to go.
You gotta go down before you can get up. Right.
Well,
now.
that's what I'm saying.
And
to get up, you gotta get down.
And it keeps you honest, doesn't it, brother?
Keeps you honest, keeps you going, like the signs that everybody's showing. Come on, baby, come on down. Let me show you how to run this town. You go on down on a low style beat, but then you pick up and get back on your feet. Woo! Ride the rails and walk the talk. Come on, baby, it's a big old stock. Chip it in, cash the check. Oh, yeah, baby, live with no regret. You gotta have a flow, you gotta know, because if you don't, well, then where you gonna go? Everybody, have a good time. Sit back down, drink some wine. Do Buddy Podcast in effect. Voices hit you hard and erect.
Speaking of wine,
talk to me, baby.
Sorry, I didn't mean to breathe. That was lovely, Danny.
Ladies, thank you. I hope you enjoyed that.
You got some pipes on you, Daniel.
Hey, I got some pipes on me.
I'm gonna enjoy a little wine tonight. I think I'm gonna have a glass of wine, Danny.
Have some.
I'm going out tonight. That's right. On invite.
Oh.
To a nice fancy dinner.
Fancy.
I'm going to a fancy dinner.
Fancy.
With a good friend of ours, good friend of the podcast.
Good friend of the podcast.
Good friend of the podcast, someone of a producer of the pod.
Ooh.
And we were going to go out. We're going to slurp on some oysters. We're going to drink some Merlot. We're gonna
suck them back, baby.
I'm gonna escargot on that.
Escargot as well.
I don't know. I mean, I hope they have it. Danny, I don't remember how to behave in a fancy environment. It has been so long that you and I have been eating fucking beans from the church, and just circling the drain with Fink the rat. And it's like now I gotta go back out. I like to when you get invited to a dinner because I want to be that guy that just sits down and asks for a full bottle and then orders a fucking Wagyu tomahawk.
Yeah.
Just let her fly, big
Why not?
cat. Why not?
You're invited. Or I love it when they go, man, eat what you want.
Eat what you want. And they just dust everyone's plate when they go to the bathroom.
That's how it was where it was like when I was a kid. I don't know if I said it or whatever before, but whenever I got invited over to other families' houses for dinner and they'd be like, have as much as you want. Eat.
You would just be a problem?
Guesstimate, yeah. But my mom would have to warn them. They're like, don't like.
Can I talk to you aside for a moment, Carol?
Yeah, then she goes, I know you're inviting my son over for dinner, but he is.
In the back.
He is, yeah. Just
your big glasses on, eh?
I must eat your food. Yeah. Invite me over for dinner. I will be good boy. I will give you good boy.
Okay, Carol, so I'll pick him up in the morning.
Pick him up in the morning.
And he's letting you in the house.
Hey, Mom. Bye, Mom. Where is your pantry? Do you have treats?
Were you a pantry raider? Were you
Buddy,
going into your fucking
like
friend's food?
Well, no, I wasn't like that. Don't get me wrong. Like
You had manners.
One time I knew my buddy left. His mom would make delicious cookies, my neighborhood friend, and I knew him and his family left for the weekend to go camping and stuff, but I knew where his hide key was, and I broke into his house with the hide key and then ate all his cookies while he was on vacation.
Oh, bro. And did you pass out for a couple hours? Just shake your belly out?
Goldilocks?
Dad,
what are you doing?
Mom, you gotta come now.
Yeah, I just jump out the window.
Yeah.
Run. But yeah, that's what I done before.
That's a break and enter.
Yeah, totally was.
That's a crime.
Yeah, they never, they asked me and I said, no, that's strange. I don't know.
What kind of cookies were you after
Chocolate
that?
chip.
Shit.
Yeah, dude, they had a full-blown cookie jar, everything, and then fucking.
Did you not have a cookie jar at home?
My mom never really made cookies.
No?
No, my mom she made banana bread, she made crumbles, but she never made cookies.
The elusive cookie.
Yeah, the little
and you
cookies.
found it.
And then I found it, and then I turned into the cookie monster. But his mom made such good cookies.
Were they soft?
Soft, yeah. But there was a hard exterior on the bottom, and then you'd crack it open, and it'd be soft, so you'd have like the best of both worlds. Oh, man, they were so good. So many good cookies I stole. From them. Ate the whole thing, dude. And then, but I was a pantry raider. Like, if I would go to, like, I was notorious for passing
I
out
do
in
that too, dude,
pantries.
because I didn't have, like, all that sweet shit
Yeah,
in
my mom
house.
wouldn't buy it.
I had, like, healthy food in my house, and it was like, pardon me, when there were treats, I mean, that was an occasion, brother. That was an occasion. But it was like on a regular day, I'd go to someone's house and they'd fucking listen. Don't let me find out.
But if you
that you got Dunkaroos down there,
Gushers,
don't let
anything.
me see them.
Yeah,
don't. Gushers.
Gushers, and
Raw.
then any like sweet treats or the Welch's fruit, Welch's
like a
fruit
Welch's.
snacks. Those were good, and then
Yeah, Welch's were good. What about what was another one? You know what I actually was quite nice was those fucking apple sauces.
See, I didn't eat those. I always
You didn't
thought
like
that-
those?
No,
You
I
thought they were apples?
No, I thought they were for like poor people.
Of course, there you are again on your fucking high horse,
Yeah.
hating on poor people. What again? Let's go through the list. Egg salad, poor people.
Yeah.
Applesauce, poor
Poor
people.
people.
What else, Danny?
Well, actually, applesauce I was thought was like for like handicapped kids. I thought like
That might be accurate.
yeah, where it was like they like it
Goes down easy.
Yeah, the weird like poor like half retarded kid would always have like the fucking apple juice, the Mott's apple like things, and I'd be like, hey, fucking eating that.
Yeah, Danny was so tired of having fucking caviar on a cracker back
Yeah,
home.
well, no, I didn't have that either.
Well, what the fuck were you eating that you could have your nose in the air all the time?
My father, he would make lovely sandwiches.
Pop.
No, my dad would make deadly sandwiches, but then I'd have like
Not a poor kid sandwich. What's a poor kid sandwich? Peanut butter?
oh,
Peanut
just
butter
fucking
jelly?
butter and Wonder Bread is a poor kid sandwich.
I didn't even have Wonder Bread, bro.
Or like mayonnaise and cheese.
Mayonnaise and cheese.
Yeah, I would see that. I'd see that mayonnaise and cheese, or just the one thick cut bologna and the slice between the Wonder Bread.
You're still describing poor people food.
Well,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you just
Not my
created
sandwiches.
a narrative for your the other. You're still talking about the poor kid sandwich.
Well, you
So
said
what was your dad making?
my
then?
dad's
my fault.
sandwiches
My
was
fault.
like three colors. Like
Sorry, I
a
was
full,
raised
like-
on I was raised on buttered bread. My
Yeah.
brain doesn't work well.
yeah. It was Bicel.
What was your father throwing up?
I'd have like pickled onions in there, then I'd have like
Jesus
mortadella
Christ.
salamis, and then I'd have
Do you have
like
to wear
a
white
vegetable
gloves when you
spread.
eat your fucking meals?
Yeah, I'd
Huh?
have 3 forks, and they'd all go from it into size.
Did you eat like halfway through a polo match, or was it when you were done?
I would never leave the house unless I had 2 sandwiches, one before and then one after.
Paddington the fucking bear
Yeah.
over here.
Where's your marmalade?
I never leave the house
Where's
without
your
an
marmalade?
extra
No, I'd have that,
sandwich.
but then like later on, like I would just have like decent sandwiches, and like my mom and dad really cared about like nutrition for me, so I wouldn't. I
Same.
wouldn't have like garbage food.
Okay.
I'd have like good food, or I'd have like leftovers of the dinner that we had the night before.
Cool.
And then, or when it got to a point where like I was old enough to get my own lunch, then I'd go to the lunch lady.
The lunch lady.
Yeah, that dirty old bitch behind the lodge. But I would mostly do a lot of trade ups, to be honest.
Oh yeah, trade ups were huge. Trade ups were big, dude.
Yeah.
And you'd have to know who you could fleece, right?
Yeah.
You have to, but that's what you'd have to spin it sometimes. You'd have
Yeah.
to be like, oh, this.
And then there was always this kid that I found out later on was gay, but he would always like me, and he'd always hook me up with like his treats, because he would always get like he'd get like the Dunkaroos or the Gushers and all that stuff. And
You didn't think it was weird at all that you were sucking his cock before he gave you those Dunkaroos?
No, I thought it was part of the process.
Sure, yeah.
yeah.
That's trading up, baby.
Yeah. Well, it happened to me and all my other buddies back in the locker room, so I just thought, why not go
Of course.
do it behind the Gatorade dispenser?
Oh
in the
man,
fucking
but with the hum of the Gatorade
Yeah, yeah.
dispenser, that's what you just use. That's how you escaped.
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
listen
just
to the
listen
hum
to it and the
and you-
occasional
it's
shift
an
of a bottle.
out of body experience. Here's people using it.
Yeah, some guys putting quarters in. And I'm counting it
An
too.
out of body experience. He's like, it wasn't me sucking his cock. I don't know who that was back there.
Yeah. But meanwhile, I'm like,
Yeah.
and then every time that's why I deep throat Gatorade bottles, even the spray ones, the
Oh,
spray
yeah,
nozzle, I just
dude.
suck it back. Yeah, I like it when blue ice
To the
hits the back of my
dome.
throat. Yeah,
That's fucking
No, but he
awesome.
was. But then yeah, man, he'd give me like snacks and shit, and then you'd like trade up, do a whole bunch of things. But my sandwiches were top notch, so I would get a lot for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids wanted my sandwiches, and
Sure
then
did.
so then I was like, here, I'll trade you this for like majority of your like good shit in your lunch, and then I would trade off all the other things.
Well,
and
you're running through it. There's layers to that sandwich.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and then
you
there
can
was-
look at this as a sandwich, or you can look at this as a healthy amount of shaved ham.
But then they also did it,
pickled fucking onions.
Like my
What kid
parents-
even wants a
My
pickled
parents
onion?
would have a bag of the pickled onions, the tomatoes, and the pickles in the one thing, so the thing doesn't get soggy. And then
You
you put it
topped
on.
your own sandwich?
Yeah, bro. And then it was fucking prime.
You built a sandwich at school?
Yeah, so you'd have all the meats and all the spreads. All
Now,
on
a
the
real
things.
hustler would be able to move simply a bag of toppings for somebody else's
Yeah,
thing.
you could, yeah.
Yeah.
But who wants,
Who wants a bag of pickles?
who wants the bag of pickles? Hey,
Okay.
You want all this stuff. So it was good, but I did all that stuff.
That's good.
So then how are you going to feel like when you're in this fancy place? You going to dress up? You going to be fancy?
No, dude, I'm going to
Are you
wear
going to put
a
on your
hat.
fancy pants?
I'm going to dress like one of those motherfuckers that waits for the free Mandarin buffet on Canada Day.
Ugh.
You know what? You know what I ask if I was an employee at the Mandarin?
What?
On Canada Day for somebody who's been waiting 4.5
You
hours in
said
line?
Canada, not Canada.
Canada. Oh no.
I'm a
Oh no.
Canada.
Oh, I've been infected by the nanny. I'm supposed to be the voice of reason. So if I'm working there and I'm saying, listen, you just line up 4 hours for what? Pizza and Jello and sushi all on one plate. All I ask is that you please bang the mud off your hooves on the way in.
Yeah.
You fucking animal.
Well, I'm not gonna take off my.
Their fucking Dakota work boots.
Yeah.
I'm not taking off my work boots.
No, I'm gonna be very respectful, Nanny. But I think I'm gonna. Here's the thing. I want to go do I'm doing a set after. I'm going to
Okay.
do a show down the
Yep.
street after. So it's show first. I got to think about that, right? But I'm gonna go in there. You know what I'm gonna do, Danny? I'm gonna make up for how I dressed with my etiquette, my proper etiquette.
You're going to take a little napkin, a scarf, and put it down.
Absolutely.
Onto your lap. So you
I'm
have
gonna have a lapkin.
a lapkin.
A lapkin, and then I'm going to what I like to do is just, you know how they have the knives and the forks and the spoons all arranged. I like to touch them just a little bit so people know that I'm like in my
shuttle,
mind I'm like
shuttle,
"Yeah,
shuttle."
just want to touch them because in my mind I'm going through it being like, did they do this right? No, I think they did it right. I don't know what goes where, but I like to create the illusion that I might.
Excuse me, sir. My hands seem to be a bit.
No, but I got to
soiled.
do normal stuff.
Do
I'm
you
gonna
have any hot water and lemons that I'd be able to dunk my fingertips in,
dunk my
please?
fingers and then just suck up my fingers. I'm going to do what you're supposed to do. I'm going to eat the oysters and then take the oyster shells with me. I'm going to put them in my pocket and make a little necklace.
You make a necklace.
I'm going to
through
make
it.
a little necklace.
I would have
Tell
them
people
as
I traveled somewhere.
like horse blinders. I would have two.
Ooh,
two
maybe after
oysters,
a couple
hoist
glasses
blinder.
of wine, I'll start putting on a show for the table.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit of that stuff.
You should.
You know what I
Go,
mean?
oh, it's not an oyster, but you can still shuck it, and then close it.
Yeah. Put a couple.
Would you like to
carrot sticks
shuck
behind
my
me.
eye?
Yeah. And everyone's just like, oh dear.
Who brought this riffraff in?
God.
My God, Peter, look at that animal.
You know when they're
back there.
trying to, you know when they're like not so subtly trying to turn over your table, but you know it's like
Yeah,
you have the right to be there longer,
Where
but
you're
they
like
keep floating.
You're like a camper almost, and they're like, "Fuck,
yeah.
can I get table 6 out of here? This guy's not even doing anything." And then it just cuts to you, obnoxiously talking super loud with your glass of water.
You know what killed me, dude? I messaged him this today when we were on the road with Richie Redding. He said the funniest thing to me. We went into Richie is very like he grew up like around a lot of different people, and he's
Yeah.
so on point with his like cultural references. But they kill me. We were eating. We went into that restaurant. Remember when we went for breakfast?
Oh,
The
yeah.
first place was like a Latino place.
Yeah.
Right. And we sit down and we can't get service, right? And it's a small spot. There's a big table.
big table of
a
like
family
8.
of like 15 or something.
Yeah.
There. And Richie goes, this is what you notice about the Latinos, right? He's like, they're not gonna get up. He's like, they come in with their group, they sit down, and they just drop the anchor.
Yeah, this is their
He's like,
shit,
look,
bro.
no one's eating. And then but we sat there for like, I think like almost 10 minutes and we
Yeah.
didn't even get a glass of water. And then we get up to go. And I'm always like You wouldn't know it, I guess, from like how I am on stage or like how I might talk or whatever. But I actually, I really don't like confrontation. Like in person, I'm very like, I try to diffuse everything before it can become something.
yeah.
Like, and like I always feel bad for people. You know what I mean? Like I feel bad. So when we were getting up to leave, the young girl that was working, there was like a family that was working there, and she seemed kind, but she was like, I don't know, busy, but shouldn't have been that busy. And then as we're leaving, she goes to me, she's like, to us as a group, she goes, oh, sorry guys, and she has the menus, and Richie just goes, nope, took too long.
Took too long, but he even put his hand up,
in front of her
took
face.
too long.
Nope, took too long. Walked out, and I was laughing so hard, but I'm like, I can't do that. I always, even though I do think they were wrong, and I think that the service was awful, I still go like kind of like a fucking jellyfish with no spine. I'm always like, oh no, it's cool. Well, we just had a change of heart.
Yeah,
But
actually,
he just,
sorry.
nope,
we
took
have
too
to,
long.
We have to leave.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Emergency at home.
Oh, sorry, my pipe has burst.
Yeah, not your fault. Not your fault.
My wife is going into labor.
But I always respect the bluntness when I see it.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, because it's so abrasive that you're like, avant-garde.
Yeah, but I'm going to go there. You know, I'm going to take pictures of everyone's food. I'm going to have the flash on. I'm going to send them to you immediately. I'm going to FaceTime you from the table.
Please do.
I'm going to
Put
FaceTime
me
you.
there.
Oh, you want to eat with us?
Put me there and go, feed me.
You want to eat with us?
Feed me.
Can you imagine I did that without addressing it like as a joke?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just I literally set you up, and I was like, I hope you guys don't mind. Volume on full, and you're just...
Put a little bit more horseradish in that
my
one for me,
phone
please.
just getting shit all over my phone.
Two dashes of Tabasco for that oyster, please. Oh, yes, now feed it to me. And it just slides down the screen.
So stupid, yeah. So dumb.
But then you have to put it like behind it so it looks like I ate
Like
it.
you ate it.
So it slides, yeah.
Hump.
You put it over.
Like, this guy's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you just face me to a family, and then I just stare at the family through the
What?
screen.
What?
Yeah.
Look away! Look away!
I'd like to look away, but I can't.
Through a screen.
I'm stuck in here!
Do you know what it's like to be stuck in this screen?
I'm stuck. Like the that what's that fucking who's the mirror on the wall? Who's the prettiest of them all? That
I'm familiar with the with the
was
what
that
you're saying, but I
Cinderella?
don't know who it
Was
is.
Cinderella on the other side of the
Was it Cinderella? I don't
the
know.
evil
It's a good
the
question.
evil fucking mirror?
Evil mirror
The
was
evil mirror
was that or was Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast or Cinderella?
Damn. I don't know. I find
I don't know. Yeah.
all of those movies are culturally inappropriate now, and I will not watch them
I
again.
will not have them. They have so many references that go underneath the children's eyes, but they're a bunch of
People can
perverts.
fuck off.
You can all fuck off.
People can fuck off.
They can get just launched.
What happened?
They can get
Oh,
launched into space and fuck off.
dude, you know what's? Dude, you were telling me something earlier.
Oh, good. Can I? What about the?
Yeah,
Boeing?
set it up.
So
about-
this is what happened. Because I was laughing at it, and you're like, what's so funny? Where it's like Boeing, the Boeing space shuttle launched 2 astronauts in there. It was supposed to be an 8-day round trip to go to the International Space Station and then come back. But Boeing is fucking up so bad on airplanes that naturally it follows suit to their Boeing spaceships. And now there's a mechanical issue in the Boeing spaceship that is now locked. These
Shocker.
These went on an 8-day trip, and now they are on the shittiest layover of their life in the International Space Station.
Because the International Space Station is supposed to hold 8 people at all times, right?
It always, I think it has them like.
Is it 8? Is it 2 from each?
I think so. I think it's 8 astronauts, or it's 4. I believe it's 8.
I think it's 8.
Yeah, it's 8. Now they have 10, and then they had to do a rations count up there and make
Imagine
sure
it was you up there.
Oh, buddy, I'd be
Oh,
living.
just biting open people's dehydrated potatoes
yeah,
and
yeah,
sucking
yeah,
them back
yeah,
at night while
yeah,
they're
yeah.
float sleeping.
yeah.
They get there, you're floating in the middle of the room
Yeah.
asleep with your belly
Astronaut
up.
Martinello.
You're surrounded by crumbs. They're
Yeah,
all
crumbs floating around you, and I'm doing that like a lizard.
Oh my god! And you completely
I catch
jeopardize the entire
Yeah, yeah.
space mission.
We had rations for 8 weeks.
Well, if Boeing's still allowed to shoot shit up into space, I don't understand why you wouldn't be allowed to go, because clearly they're just sending stuff, not knowing how it's going to work out.
Yeah. Well, I think you have to have like some kind of like training to go up there, but I think they're trying to do like a commercial kind of make it commercialized where you can go up there to the space station, have a couple fucking trips and shit. But now they have to. they're talking about sending a SpaceX rocket up there, or the SpaceX ship to go up, but now they're stuck there till 2025 and they have to be in space.
Is it for that long?
Yeah, dude, it's like they're stuck up there for like another 10 months now. They're supposed to be up there for space round trip 8 days, and then they come back, but then it's like so shitty that it's like Boeing's just fucking up completely.
I mean, this is why they have such intensive psychiatric training, and like you have to pass so many tests. Like I find astronauts to be so fascinating. I read Chris Hadfield's book before. And it's all about like they're just some of the most impressive human beings.
Well, imagine that where it's just like you're up there, dude, and then now you're like, I can't go back. It was supposed to be 8 days, and now you're on a layover. Like imagine, dude, what like how stressed we get when it's just like you're fucked over in the Halifax airport for overnight, and you're like,
that's what I mean.
Brutal.
They're so high, like they're trained literally to be like they're prepared for a situation. Hey, this could go sideways, and you're stuck for a year longer in this capsule.
Yeah.
Than you thought you would be. You know, it's not like being out on the fucking oil rigs where you just strip a large bolt and then have a meltdown.
Yeah. You're like, fuck! You just lose it. Yeah, like a
There's
trades
no
worker.
room for guys in space. Just,
a trades worker, like
it!
personality in the spaceship. Fucking God, fucking China's make fucking bullshit.
And then the Chinese ones are over there like, hey, no, that's pretty well made.
No, not you guys.
Not you guys. You guys are the smart ones.
Fuck, dude. Like,
but there's imagine that, and you just have you're stuck up there for another year, and you have one of those meltdowns, and all the other ones are watching like, this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Like you just messed up the whole feng shui of what their thing is.
Yeah, you're smacking a wrench off the side of the fucking. Oh no!
Just tipping it, using the Canada arm. You're like, check it out. I'm jerking off a star.
Oh yeah, you're drunk. You've been fucking.
You brought some figmented figs up
there. Yeah. You have a basic like toilet, like prison toilet style wine. Where's all the fruit?
Yeah.
Where's all the fruit? You've just been because you're a scientist, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what you're doing.
You've just made vodka off of ethanol off a whole bunch of stuff.
Getting drunk, and you're like a Russian, and you start fucking around with the Canada arm.
Yeah. You're just the German guy making the Canada arm, just going a full salute.
Doing a big Heil in space.
See the space?
This is not good. They catch it on the fucking not the Hubble. What's the new one? The James Webb James Webb telescope or whatever. We can see.
I don't know.
I
know what you're talking about when it fans out and has the huge like.
That's the one, Danny.
Yeah, I know.
The big one.
Yeah. Houston, we have a problem. What's that? I mean, the German space station guys are a little fucked up right now.
Do we even have Germans up there?
No, I think you got
Russians.
Chinese, Russians, you have Canadian and Americans, and then
that's it right now. Fuck.
Yeah, Russian, Chinese.
I hate sounding dumb talking about space.
Canadian and Americans.
Whatever, dude. They're gonna. God bless them. We wish them luck.
Something.
Come home safe. We need you.
Yeah.
We need those minds. We need
imagine,
people like that on the planet Earth.
Imagine though, like sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, imagine because they're all like whatever, and then like they've all fraternized, and then you get the one chick that comes in, and then it's like, oh yeah,
it breaks up the whole fucking
and
vibe.
They're just town pumping her, where she's just like the Olympic athletes were in the Olympic Village where they all just smash everyone. Did you read that thing in one of her memoirs or whatever? The Canadian or American soccer goalkeeper, something Hope. In her memoir, she said
Hope Solo.
Yeah, Hope.
She's American.
Yeah, she's American. And then in her memoir, she said that in her, I think it was the 2012 Olympics or whatever, she was just fucking every athlete.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she's.
Did you remember they had a thing that they like broke Tinder in one of those countries?
Oh yeah, and that's why they're trying to make all those sex-proof beds.
They'd set up their radius for like 1 mile.
Yeah.
And it would just be athletes all within the Olympic Village, and they were spreading like STDs like wildfire.
Yeah.
Gold medal levels of fucking infection.
Championship fuck ring.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah. Instead of the 5 Olympic rings, it's just 5 condoms.
Yeah.
That's what it is. In the thing, they're all holding out condoms.
They had the funniest was when they had the Olympics in Russia, and all of the
gays weren't allowed to be gay.
The Russians aren't allowed to be Olympians anymore, so it tells you something about them. But no, all the athletes went into their rooms, and so many of them were complaining, asking if they're like, can we please take this photo down? Because every room had a photo of shirtless Vladimir Putin on a horse.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
They're all like, what the fuck is this, dude? Which is so funny, bro. What a move.
Yeah,
what a fucking move.
1936.
They're like, can we have this down? And they're like, you forget where you are? Can you take that? Go ahead, be my guest.
36 was Hitler's Olympics. Now this one
This
is
is
mine.
mine.
Checkered horse. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look, very strong.
Oh, those pictures of him topless on a horse are really powerful and funny.
I think it's I don't know, man. I think Putin's like funny.
Yeah, I mean, Trump's funny, Putin's funny, but they're insane. Putin's truly evil, though.
Yeah.
Putin's a bad, bad man.
He's putting the evil in evil empire.
Nice. Why don't you fucking... Danny, why don't you get out of here? I'll finish up the pod. You did it. You did it. But there's a lot, because I'm telling you, we need good, smart people down here on the planet, because we have you're telling me that lady that got attacked in her yard.
Oh yeah, man. Well, yeah. This lady out in Texas, Peggy Jones, I think her name was. Peggy Jones was just doing a routine, front. I think her and her husband were doing yard work, and then she went out to the front while her husband was in the back doing yard work, and a snake came and attacked her. But then at the same time, a hawk was hunting the snake. So then the snake fucking latched out to get Peggy, and then it got on her arm, and then the fucking
Hawk came down.
Yeah, started getting her.
Got double teamed.
Yeah, getting double teamed by nature there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom and evil, or freedom and fucking.
Fucking right.
Yeah, it was a
no, it's the bald eagle.
Yeah, the snake from the tree of the Eden when the eagle of freedom came down.
And then her husband said, he said he was in the backyard and he couldn't hear because he was mowing grass. Let me tell you something,
she goes,
Danny. Let me tell you something. He heard it.
Yeah,
he heard it.
She's like, you know what I found was odd is that the lawnmower didn't start up till halfway through the attack.
Oh, I had to get gas. I was in the shed, babe.
Oh,
In
man.
the shed.
He probably saw the hawk swoop into the other side of the house, and he just put his foot up on that old lawnmower, started pulling on the corner.
He's taking 2 Miller Lights, holding it against his ears, going la 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 la.
Yeah.
And then she goes, I was calling for my husband, but my husband, he couldn't hear me because I knew he was in the back of the yard. So I started talking to Jesus. I said, Jesus, you let these animals friend get them off me. And she threw
Isn't
herself
it funny
to the Lord.
how the, like they say, especially in Texas, right? Like Jesus is always there for you, right? The Lord is always there. His presence is really felt. But what you really could have used was that physical human body that was 20 yards away.
Yeah. But it's also funny just to see like Jesus.
Not like, what are you going to do? What's he going to do? Come in and fucking sock the hawk? What's your move? What's your move? You come around the corner and you got to deal with a hawk and a snake. Who goes first? You got to deal with the hawk. Hawk's big problem.
Oh yeah. Well, what I would do is I'd probably, if like the hawk's like hovering around my wife's arm and the snake's all wrapped up there, obviously the snake's already got her arm. Nothing you can do about that. But then I would double grab the eagle by both wings, holding them together in the breast, and then I would immediately spike it on the ground.
Fuck Gronk it.
Yeah, I would just
Gronk
grab it
it
and go and spike
You know
it on
what
the
I would
ground.
do, Danny?
See if it hits it, bounce off, and then I'd grab the snake close to its head on my wife, and then I would just fucking rip it off while I'm staring at her.
Just grab its jaw on both sides. You know what I would do? I'd grab that fucking snake, wrap it around the hawk's neck, put my knee in the back of the hawk, choke it, and then say, take a picture.
Yeah. What I would do is I'd probably
become the family crest.
Yeah, I'd grab the shovel, run up to my wife, and then just smoke her in the back of the head.
Yeah. And then I'd go to the backyard, dude, and I'd just dig a big hole, dude.
Yeah.
And then I'd wait till like the fall of night, right? And I'd come and I'd put her in the wheelbarrow, and I'd put leaves all over her body, and then I would bring her to the back, and I'd put her in that hole, and I'd start a fire nearby, and I'd burn her clothes, right? And then I'd burn her clothes, and then after, when that's all done, and I put a little dirt on, I burn my clothes, right? Yeah. I burn my clothes, and then I go inside and I go to bed, and then I get up the next day and I go to work like nothing happened. Then I come back and then I call and I say to the neighbor, I say, have you guys seen my wife? They're like, no. And then I've got this alibi because I've been at work this whole fucking time and there was never a hawk or a snake. There was never a hawk or a snake.
Yeah, it's like you just see the ring camera of your thing. Oh, I don't know.
The whole thing's on there.
The whole thing's on there.
I
don't know where she is.
You cracking a beer and throwing your flannel into the fucking oil drum fire in the backyard.
Playing horseshoes with your fucking wedding ring, throwing it on the top of a Coke bottle. You're just throwing it on there, looking at it.
Well, that was like, I mean, you could use that and be like, no, there was a hawk. And they were like, yeah, no way there was a fucking hawk. Like when that was the whole dingo stole my baby.
dingo stole
Like
my
she
baby.
said that, but she murdered her kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Like,
okay.
Right? And
Yeah.
she said that a dingo had come and taken her kids in the night, and that's why it was such a famous thing, because that was actually that's where she went for her excuse. Most Australian outback shit ever.
Yes, okay, yeah. This was a real story.
Yeah, dingo stole my baby was a real thing. I
I
forget.
thought that was just an E-bombs video.
No, and I don't know if I think she had killed her kid, and then she said a dingo had come in and taken the kid,
Okay.
the baby.
Dingo stole my baby.
Yeah,
Stole it from
stole
me.
it good. You know what, Danny? I think this has been chaos.
It's been a chaos, man. But because we got trips coming up here.
We got
and it's
trips
another
coming
one
up.
It's another one of the blasts. That's why I was gonna ask if for intentions at the beginning. You have some travel dates. I have some travel dates. So we have to backlog some.
We had a backlog. This episode was recorded shortly after our last episode, and we're a little unhinged, but that's okay. We love you guys. Thanks for coming along. My intentions for the week. I'm getting out of here, so I'm gonna be on the road. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna be away for the next little bit. We already covered it, kind of last episode, but I'm gonna be away. But my intention is, well, first of all, I'm gonna by the time this airs, I'll have seen Blink 182 again, and that is. It doesn't get better than that. But I intend to try to just stay healthy while I'm out there. Crush these shows that I'm doing. Have fun at this wedding, but just keep the look at what did I say? I'm at a 7.5.
7.5.
I don't want to dip below a fucking 7 this week.
Hell
I don't
yeah,
want to
brother.
dip below a 7 this week. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some of that checking in and reminding myself not to beat the shit out of myself when things go a little sideways, as they do. Every now, sometimes you're having a good day and then a hawk swoops in while there's a snake on your fucking leg.
Yeah,
So
and your husband's
I'm
in
gonna
the back.
prepare for that. And I intend to finish this book that I'm reading and fire up a new one. I've been really enjoying.
You're almost done it.
I'm almost done it. It is a big motherfucker. That's a 500-pager, Danny. That's big. How big is the Bible? How many pages you got in the Bible?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while here.
Yeah, you should
Still got
crack it
6 books on the go.
But yeah, I want to just, I want to enjoy myself and I want to enjoy good food, but I also want to continue to stay in the gym and keep the body tight. And I want to let loose a little bit on some hometown shows where I can actually fuck around because I don't need to impress anybody out there and just kind of do my thing.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah.
Those are good intentions. My intentions going forward are to tighten it up here, buddy. Same as well. Going to go to the gym tomorrow. I'll go Thursday. I'll go Friday. I'll go Saturday. I'll go Sunday. I'm going to try to go Monday. I'm just going to try and work out every day since I've been looking like Thor before he's been left the fishing village.
Yeah.
And just really focus on that. Have fun on these things. And then just really... I don't know, man. Just try not to spend too much money while I'm in Canada. Bring some back and stay positive. Stay there. Just fucking stay positive in the gym instead of having so many negative days of not going and things. But what's the life of a cat if it can't get fat?
Fucking right, dude.
And you gotta hit your max bet to get your bonuses.
Let's get your PR up. Let's get your PR up this week.
We'll do that. And
Hitting PRs with no spotter. How's that sound?
sounds great. I'm gonna fold like a lawn chair, just
Yeah.
snap every vertebrae. And then I don't know. That's it.
Well,
pretty much.
fucking right, dude. And we're gonna be linking up our next. We're gonna be doing some podcasting in Toronto, which is gonna be fucking great. We're going. Yeah, man, it's gonna be nice to get out of here for a second. It's gonna be nice to come back here. So New York City, the big stinky apple. I want to come down here. I'm gonna look at that Statue of Liberty, salute that big old bitch, and get back to it.
Reservoir of a whore.
But yeah, God bless you guys. And keep subscribing. Keep fucking checking in. Keep telling your friends about us. Available
Keep sharing,
on
keep
all
liking.
platforms.
Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep doing it.
Yeah, hell yeah. God bless you guys. And
God bless America.
Ta-ta.
See you later.